I aimed my flashlight at the vent. The moment the light hit the slits, I saw 2 eyes staring back at me. Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is Haunted Threads After Dark, where I read spooky, chilling stories to you. So, turn up the volume, turn down the lights, and whatever you do, don't look behind you. So, I found this story on TikTok. It didn't have who it was by or anything like that, but I've heard it before. I've heard it quite a few times, actually. I've heard versions of this story before, and I'm pretty sure stuff like this actually happens. It's pretty creepy. So I'm going to go ahead and continue reading to you. I never believed in stories about strangers secretly living in other people's houses. I thought they were exaggerated internet tales. But what happened to me last year in Portland changed everything. It started with subtle tapping above my bedroom late at night. Not pipes, not an animal, too deliberate. My landlord brushed it off. My friends joked it was a ghost. The tapping didn't stop. It got more frequent. Mornings, too. One morning, I swore I heard whispering above me. About a week later, the tapping moved. Not above me anymore. Inside the wall next to my bed. No, thank you. Then the air vent. I turned off my fan. The room went dead silent. Then I heard breathing. Slow, controlled, too close. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, aimed it at the vent. Oh, she's brave. I'm not that brave. The second the light hit the slits, 2 eyes stared back at me. Yeah, see, that's why, I don't go exploring to see if there's what the noise is coming from, because that would terrify. I mean, I'd be traumatized forever. Traumatized. Human eyes, wide open, unblinking. I froze. The vent cover shifted just enough to see fingers hooked inside it. I ran, barefoot, straight to the parking lot, calling 911. I stared at my bedroom window from outside. The light flicked on, then off. Whoever was in the vent was now in my room. Police searched my apartment and nothing. Then they opened the attic crawl space above the units. Someone had been living up there. A sleeping bag, granola bar wrappers, water bottles, my hair ties, my receipts, a missing sock. Well, that's where the socks are going, huh? A dying flashlight and a phone. Unlocked, full of photos. My room, me asleep, me changing, me working. All taken through the vent above my bed. Oh, Lord, that's terrible. I didn't sleep for 2 days. They never caught him. He got in through an unlatched maintenance door in the roof. No one knows how long he was up there or how many times he came down. I moved, installed cameras, bought metal vent covers with screws. I checked every closet when I got home. People laugh at my paranoia. But paranoia is just awareness sharpened by experience. If something feels wrong in your own home, do not ignore it. I wish I hadn't. Well, I don't think you really ignored it, though, because if you did ignore it, you'd still be there and you'd still be having this creeping on you and watching you. That is terrible. That is so awful. That's like, the worst, having your private space being invaded like that. That's just, I don't know how you get over that. I really don't. So I'm going to go ahead and switch gears a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and read another story because that story was a lot shorter than I thought it was. And we're going to switch gears a little bit. This one is more paranormal. So it's called Something Was Dragging Itself Across the Porch. I live in Utah, and this happened to me when I was 17. My house was in a very small town. The backyard faced empty fields and mountains that stretched for miles before you hit any other civilization. My best friend lived nearby and shared that same field as his backyard, though his house was on a different street. It sat on a small cul-de-sac that was supposed to have more houses built around it, but the town was never expanded. That detail matters later. I stayed the night at my friend's house a lot in high school. I didn't have the best relationship with my parents. Every once in a while, we'd wake up to a dragging sound and a weird gurgling noise coming from his back porch. His room was in the basement with a window well that opened up right to that porch. It happened a couple times a month. See, I wouldn't be spending the night anymore. I don't care. I'd rather have a bad relationship with my parents than have a relationship with whatever that dragging thing is. I tell you that. But anyway, but every time we found the courage to check, there was nothing there. This went on for years. But one night still haunts my friend and me to this day. He was getting ready to move, so we stayed up all night playing games and watching movies. At some point, we decided to go for a drive, just to vibe. We hopped into his truck, high beams on, and pulled out of the driveway, turning toward the field to use the cul-de-sac to turn around. That's when the headlights hit it. It looked like a person, but it wasn't. It was naked, on all fours, abnormally large, with long limbs that folded under itself in a way that didn't look right. Its pale skin looked stretched, like it didn't quite fit its body. But his face is the part that still sends shivers down my spine. Its jaw hung open like an unhinged snake's jaw. Its black eyes glistened in the headlights as it looked straight at us. Thank you. Then, just as fast as it turned to see us, it scurried backward to the brush and disappeared. My friend and I looked at each other, pale as ghosts. Did you see that too? We tried to have a normal rest of the night, but neither of us could shake it. We sat in the basement waiting to hear that dragging sound again. We never did. I don't live in that town anymore, but sometimes I still visit, and that empty field still feels like it's watching, waiting. Even when I can't see it, I always feel like it's out there. Well, there you go. That is terrifying. I drove around a lot when I was a teen with my friends and stuff like that, and I never experienced anything like that. Thank God, because as you can tell, if you've watched any of my videos, you can tell that I'm a complete wimp when it comes to anything like this, and I don't like it. So, no thank you. If this story gave you chills, then follow Haunted Threads After Dark for more nightmares. And sleep tight, if you can. See you tomorrow. I would really love to hear some of your stories. So if you have any stories you'd like to share with me, please go to hauntedthreadsafterdark@gmail.com and submit them, and I would love to give your stories a voice. Now, for reals, have a good day and good night.